Ben Prestomis here, folks. Today, running through the features of this Charmate collapsible barbecue and fire pit.
Hit it.
This fire pit packs flat for easy transport. You can set it up just as a fire pit, or it's got an adjustable cooking surface, so you can set it up to cook just about any meal. Before we dive in, we've got loads more content like this on our channel, so make sure you like and subscribe below. Now let's jump into the product. So this is the Charmate collapsible barbecue and fire pit all set up here. It weighs about 15 kilos. Everything is included. That's including this cast iron grill plate here, or hot plate here, that I'll talk about shortly. Measures about 43 centimeters in height to how this is set up here now, but you can actually adjust this down as well, so that will go lower. It's about 32 centimeters to the top of the fire pit itself here, because you can actually take this off and just use it as a fire pit. And it measures about 45 centimeters across the top here. So this is about 45 centimeters squared and about 43 centimeters square for the fire pit down here. So roughly about a 45 centimeter square fire pit. Few different materials that it's made of. So the cooking surfaces here, these grills are 304 stainless steel, and you also get a cast iron hot plate here for cooking on. The rest of the body of the unit, all of these sections here, is all 201 grade stainless steel, and there is a little cast iron ash sort of plate or grill plate in here that just allows a bit of space between the timber and the ash and the airflow underneath. And then the base plate here is a powder coated steel. Now this is in place to protect what's underneath the fire pit, so it gives a bit of a barrier from heat between, say if you've got it on grass or anything like that, it's not going to burn the grass quite as badly. If you do have a really roaring fire in here and this gets hot, it's still going to affect the grass though. It's also good common sense just to clear a good 2 meter clearance around any fire that you've got burning anyway, just for safety reasons. Now I'll get into the cooking options shortly. I will start by just showing you the fireplace itself. So you've got a couple of handles here, and when this is actually attached to the base, because it's clipped on here, you can pick this up and move it around. So once that's cooled down, you could move this to somewhere else, to a bin or something, to empty the ash inside. This little grill here comes out, so you can put the timber on top of this. The ash is going to fall through here and down through the gaps onto the tray underneath. And it does have a few little sort of ventilation ports around the edge here to allow a bit more oxygen to come through, and you've also got all the breathe spots between all the plates here. This is a reasonably thick, to try and flex this, people might have often asked how thick are the sides on all of these fire pits. I can only just flex that. It feels like a reasonably thick, reasonably durable side on that one there, and then this is all heavy duty stainless steel frame here as well. These handles can either fold inside or outside. They're quite neat little handles there. And then on top of that is this adjustable stand, I suppose, that I mentioned before. So this folds flat for storage, but it just simply sits on top of the frame like this, so you can adjust the cooking height. So there's 3 adjustments here. So you've got the top one, which takes it up to 43 centimeters, I think. You've got a middle adjustment there and then a low adjustment there. So if you put both sides down really low, it just means if you're cooking on this, it's down much closer to the flame. Now the really cool feature with this is that you get a few different cooking options here. If you'd want to use it just as a fire, leave this section off altogether, you've just got a fire. If you want to cook on it, put this on here, and if you want to grill, you put these two in place and you've now got a grill to cook on. You could use it for a camp oven as well if you like. People ask how sturdy these things are. Things move around there, but in terms of its stability, it feels really good. If I put a camp oven on top of there, this isn't a full camp oven, but if I give that a good shake, it wobbles a little bit, but it certainly feels more than sturdy enough to feel to handle a full 9-quart camp oven on top. If you wanted say to cook eggs or onions or those small things that you don't want to fall down through the grill there, you'd also get this cast iron hot plate, I suppose. It's a bit of a tray, I guess, so it's going to catch the fat. The fat's not going to fall down into the fire here. They probably say it's pre-seasoned, but always good to season it anyway. And this just sits in here as well. So now you can cook your sausages or maybe your eggs or tomatoes or onions here, cook your sausages and things here so the fat drips through to the fire. Gives you lots of different cooking options, and this is all included with this Charmate fire pit. So all of these parts do pack flat inside of an included carry bag here. This is just a slightly padded polyester carry bag with an open top, so it all fits inside there, but because there's lots of different parts all sitting together, it does rattle a little bit inside the car, so you either want to pack it in tight or look at getting a bag like this Blacksmith one here that's got a pocket on the outside, as well as some dividers on the inside here, so you can separate some of those metal bits and stop it rattling around as much. That is the features of the Charmate collapsible barbecue and fire pit. A really versatile fire pit and cooking option for the backyard, for the campsite, even just to impress your friends on the weekend when you're going to throw a barbie, something different than the average barbecue. You can check them out online at snowies.com.au where you find them at our lowest prices every day.